Welcome to Bunny Bet, the tipping channel that's trying to pick the winners, powered by AI.
42.
Here's how I did last week, and last week I ended up changing Titans Dragons right at the last moment. I wish I had some way to prove it to you, but I did. Also, I was so sure on the Eels winning that I ended up putting a turtle bet and a bunny bet on the Eels, also so I could get the ball rolling again. So both the turtle and the bunny stand at a current balance of $1.40. This week, first up, Broncos versus Rabbits. This is honestly one of the toughest games to pick for me. I know everyone is thinking Broncos, and my head says Broncos, but I've just got this feeling that the Broncos are not off to a good start this year. Some teams get off to slow starts. Just the way the Broncos looked, I kind of just feel like the Rabbitohs were a bit more, had their head screwed on for a game. The Broncos still look like, I don't know, they were in the locker room or something. I am going to pick the Rabbits, but honestly, I have no confidence in that pick at all. This is an absolute asshole bet. This one meaning that if you're betting on this game, you're just betting like an asshole. And after last week's performance, the whole idea of Bunny Bet was to make good bets, and I was just trying to push my luck. Week one, just doing bad bets straight off the bat. So I was the one betting like an asshole last week. This week I want to do better. And so definitely stay away from this game. Then we have Sharks versus Bulldogs. Bulldogs looked okay. Obviously, losing Josh Adokar is going to be a big blow for them, and I felt sorry for him. He looked like he was in a lot of pain. I don't know. I don't actually know what the injury is. I haven't caught up on it. I don't know when he's going to be back. But I think the Sharks, being the Sharks at home, good team that they are, I can't see them losing to the Bulldogs. And for that reason, I am going to put a bunny bet on Sharks. After that, Penrith take on the Eels at home. Panthers, after losing their first game of the round to what was an incredible game, both Panthers and Melbourne just looked like top tier teams. They really looked ahead of the competition. I know you might think 8-0 scorecard, what's so impressive about that, but honestly, that game, just those two teams look phenomenal compared to most of the other teams in the competition. Running hard, playing hard, defending hard, mistake-free, really good football. Obviously, as the Panthers are coming off a loss and playing at home, although I think the Eels are a dangerous team and the Eels could do this, I am going to back the Panthers with this game. Then we have the Raiders versus the Tigers. And oh my God, what a start to the year the Raiders had. I didn't expect it. Mind you, I didn't expect Newcastle to just be the total shit show that they were.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
But Raiders, on the other hand, I haven't seen them play that well since I think they lost to Melbourne in the finals last year. Player was just 100% effort. Papali'i, one of the first people to chase down a kick. Like, what is going on with this team? They are not the same team from last year. Once again, they are playing at home too. I'm surprised that they're getting $1.40. $1.40 something. I don't have it in front of me. I wish I wrote it down. I'm surprised that they're getting $1.40 something and other teams are getting $1.30, because to me, this is the biggest certainty of the round. Tigers, who basically just, you look at their team and kind of ask, well, who's good here? Honestly, I think it's going to be very hard for Tigers to win a game all year. They're probably the best chance they got is in State of Origin time, because they won't be losing any players, but who they're playing might be losing players. So for that reason, I am actually putting a turtle bet on the Raiders And of course, wherever the turtle goes, the bunny goes as well. And P.S. You wouldn't believe the drama I had getting him up on the table to give him food for this. My God. Next, we have the Cowboys versus the Knights. This maybe not as clear cut as everyone thinks. I mean, the Knights just been humiliated at home against a big crowd. I'm sure they'll want to come out for revenge, but they are playing it up in Townsville, and the Cowboys just looked amazing last week. I know Dolphins' defense has always been a problem, and Dolphins' defense was terrible, but I think other teams would have been hard pressed to crack the Dolphins' defense just as easily as Cowboys were. I really like their performance, and for that reason, I'm picking the Cowboys. But I'm going to rank that as an asshole bet, which, it looks really good, but still we're only early days. We're week 2. Anything can happen. So, although I am probably going to throw it in to some of my multis, I wouldn't really bet a lot on that one. Then we have Storm versus Warriors. I should really start writing down what days these are. I'm going to get better at this, people. I'm still a bit unprepared here. I know other people have got all fancy graphics and all of that sort of stuff. But we're getting there. My goodness, Storm looked good last week. Will they go in and put that much effort in again this week? I mean, obviously, just trying to keep Bellamy's record for round 1 there. Also playing the Panthers. A lot to play for. A lot of pride on the line. This versus the Warriors, not so much so, but still, as the Storm are at home, I'm going to pick them, and because they just look so damn good. But I wouldn't really, but this also too is a game that I wouldn't be so keen to bet on. And so you stop bouncing all over the place, we'll give you something. Here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, hopefully we can get through the rest of the video, huh? Don't eat that too quick. He attacks his food like a lunatic. Next, we've got Manly versus Roosters. This is another just tough game, and straight away I'm just labelling this as an arsehole bet. If you're betting on this game, then you are an arsehole, or you know more than me, and please send me through the info, because that's the idea of this channel. I just want the good bets, not so much interested in tipping. What can I say? Both teams had really good starts in Las Vegas. Even before round 1, as talking to people, I really like the Roosters team on paper. They've got some really talented players. They look like they've got their mindset right. They're coming out with a different mindset this year. They really look like they're going for the premiership. And so my pick for this game is going to be the Roosters. Then last and close to least, we have the Dolphins versus the Dragons. Oh my God. So people are losing their shit at the moment over the Dragons because they beat the Titans in round 1. They beat a depleted Titans team in round 1 who only play they seemed to have was to just crash at the line, which obviously didn't work. Dolphins' defense was pretty much non-existent against Cowboys, but honestly, the difference between a Cowboys attack and a St. George attack is there's a big difference there. Dolphins, I still think have got a good team, and I think they have the better team here, playing at home, so they won't want to lose 2 home ground games in a row. So for that reason, I'm going to pick the Dolphins in this game. Thanks for watching.